4 in Indiana. Oof, what a night. Good morning, truckers and friends. I started driving last night, early this morning at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I am headed to Blue Ash, Ohio, and I had a really busy weekend. Really busy. Like, I was cleaning like a mad woman. Pulling all the furniture out, vacuuming underneath every piece of furniture, moving things around. And apparently, I was tired. So, I don't know, a couple hours ago, just as the sun was starting to come up, I got to the point where I couldn't keep my eyes open anymore. And I'm like, I need to pull over. This is getting dangerous. So I did. I found a ramp, and it was the best I could do. I didn't want to go any farther because I was that tired. So, because yesterday, Sunday, I woke up early, like I always do. I always wake up early. I don't know why. I always wake up early on my days off. I'm a morning person usually. And then I got busy doing more stuff, continuing on with my cleaning and stuff that I started on Saturday. And I tried to lay down and take a nap before I had to leave for work, but I could not sleep. For one, because of the dog, the new puppy dog. He's a snuggle bug, and he's huge. He kept coming into my room and making sure that I did not fall asleep. So that's how last night went. And so I felt pretty good when I started driving, but then, yeah, like 7 o'clock this morning or something, I was just like, I can't go anymore. All right, we need to go. I need to get rolling and get this delivery. It's a delivery window, so I'm not late or anything, but I do need to get rolling because there's another pickup after this one that's going back to Chicago or Joliet area to the Home Depot. I'm actually bringing a trailer into the Home Depot this time. So that's the plan for today, and I need to go. I just had the window open for a few minutes, and there's a bunch of little sweat bees in here now. Great. Okay, let's roll. It's been raining. It was pouring for a while, which also did not help with my being tired. So, it looks like it's going to rain some more. So we'll see. Let's roll. Heading up to Columbus.
There's one lane for no particular reason. It started to rain.
Good morning, truckers and friends. How's everybody this morning? It's Tuesday, August 15th at 7:30 a.m. I'm on 47 in Illinois, heading northbound, heading to the Home Depot distribution center in Joliet. I have this load I'm dropping off there, and then I'm picking up another load from the distribution center and heading to South Dakota again. Yahoo! Look at them clouds. It's kind of a crazy morning. The weather's been Not too bad. It's been kind of drizzling here and there. Nothing serious. But the clouds look horrendous. It's kind of cool looking though. I like taking 47. Nice back road. Not too much traffic out here. It wasn't a bad ride. I stopped at a rest area for my 10-hour break last night and got rolling about 1 o'clock this morning. 1 or 1:30, something like that. Drove through the night. There wasn't too much rain while it was dark out. It just started drizzling a couple hours ago. But now, obviously, it's not. It's just got some crazy clouds. It's been raining most of the week, so I haven't got too much road footage for you. Sorry about that. So, kind of a boring week so far. Looking forward to going to South Dakota. I like those long runs. I've driven at night for most of this week so far. Well, it's only Tuesday, but I left on Sunday, as you know. Drove last night. I'll probably be driving again tonight. Now the way that my schedule is set up with driving nights and then sleeping during the day, which is fine with me. I like driving at night. There's just not too much to record. Morning, horses. About an hour and 45 minutes from the Home Depot. everybody. It is Tuesday, August 15th at 2:15 Central. I'm in Iowa. Yeah. I'm so tired right now. I feel like I haven't gotten much sleep, but I did get sleep. I stopped to take my 10-hour break here at a rest area on 380 at mile marker like 10 or something. I just got off of 80 and headed north on my way to South Dakota. It's a beautiful day. It's 84 degrees, mostly blue skies at the moment. So that's different than it was this morning. This morning it was kind of rainy and yucky and cloudy, and now it's beautiful. I have not much to say, mostly because I'm so tired. I am ready to go to bed. It's been a busy day. I feel like I've been driving nonstop. I got to the Home Depot to drop the load that I picked up in Ohio yesterday, and this load was ready right away. So there was no sitting time, no waiting time. I dropped the other load, went into the office and got the paperwork for this load hooked up, and off I went. So I stopped for a half-hour break, I don't know, about 2.5 hours ago at a Love's, just because I had to, because it was that time to get my hours back. So I did that, and then drove 2.5 hours to get here. I've got about 5 hours and 45 minutes left of driving to do before I get to the Home Depot store that I'm going to in Sioux Falls to deliver this, but it's not due until noon. So I've got extra time to take on my 10-hour break. I could probably take I can take an extra 6 hours, but I'm not going to. I'm going to get there early and see if they'll take me early. If not, at least I'm getting my day started earlier. I'd rather get my day started early. Hopefully they'll take me early and get it unloaded early. Wishful thinking, I don't know, we'll see. So anyway, that's what's happening right now. I didn't even make my bed this morning or last night because it's still calling my name. I am ready to go to bed. Whew. Today was a rough day. When I stopped at the Love's, I stopped and got coffee. This one's disgusting, but I did have a different one this morning that was pretty good. It's not on my diet, but that's okay. So that's where we're at now. I'm going back there to go to bed because I'm tired. Good morning, truckers and friends. Sorry about the bug streak across the window, but I can't get it to go away. It is Wednesday, August 16th at 8:15 in the morning. I am headed to South Dakota. And I'm on 20 westbound. I got to get up this big hill. have to wait in line. A longer line than the last time I was there. Way over here. Sadly. At least it's not muddy this time. Remember this place? I'm back. It's dirty, dirty, dirty. Where'd that other driver go? So I gotta wait for this guy, the black truck, to move. Oh, crooked. There we go. So I'm taking this load that I'm picking up here. I'm taking it to the same paper mill that I took the last load from here, which was in Wisconsin Rapids. That's the one that was supposed to be the 4:15 in the morning delivery, but they ended up taking me early at like 10 o'clock the night before, which was awesome. I don't have enough drive hours. Last time I had enough drive hours, barely, to get there. This time, I don't have enough drive hours because I started so early. And I need to find a place to park for my 10-hour break between here and there. So we'll see. And then my appointment is not till like 8 o'clock in the morning, but I should have plenty of time to go super early in the morning before it gets too backed up. I have read on the reviews, and I always suggest, and I probably have said this before, but I'm going to say it again, always go on Google and look at the reviews for the company that you're going to, your shipper, your receiver, whoever. A lot of times drivers will put reviews on there on, you know, what to look for, what to expect, where the entrance is, what you have to do when you get there. It's always a good idea to check the reviews before you go somewhere, especially somewhere new. I've only been to this one place, and I wanted to double check, make sure that, one, that it was the same place, because the address didn't look familiar to me, but it was. But two, I wanted to see what everybody else was saying about going early during the day. I went in the middle of the night last time, so it said on there the different shifts and what to expect during the different shifts. And it said the daytime shift is not as likely to let you in early, but the nighttime shift might. So I'm going to see about getting my 10 hours done quick and then getting back on the road so I can get there earlier than normal, because they said during the day there's usually a line that you got to sit there and wait. I think I had to wait maybe 15 minutes when I got there at night that last time, which wasn't terrible. But if it's during the day, I expect I'll be sitting probably for an hour, maybe more. So I'm going to still try to get there at night if possible. If I get started on my 10-hour break between like 3 and 5, I'll have time to get there, I think, in the middle of the night. So I can get on the road here, get a couple hours under my belt, take my 10-hour break, and then hit the road again, and hopefully get there before it gets too late in the morning. I don't know, we'll see. I have to figure out where I'm going to stop and then decide. I've got about 4 hours left to drive right now, and it's almost a 7-hour drive from here. So if I get 4 hours under my belt and then just have 3 hours left to drive, I should be able to get there while it's still dark out, and hopefully before everybody else does. I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait. That just cuts into my home time. That man is all done, so it'll be my turn next. I hate coming to these places because I'm always afraid I'm going to get a flat tire. just stopped at the Loves to scale, and I scaled first to see how heavy it is because it's a very heavy load, and I didn't want to. I have to get fuel, but I didn't want to put too much fuel in. Last time I did this run, I put too much fuel in, and I was overweight by a little bit. It probably wouldn't have been a big deal, but I just don't want to take any chances. Blown all over the road. What the heck? So as I was walking out of the Loves to go in and get my scale sheet, there was a Loves employee sitting at the picnic table right outside the door, and he was like super nice. Hi ma'am, how are you today? And you know how they do. And I was like, I'm good, how are you? Blah, 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 whatever. I walked in, got my stuff, came back out, and he was talking to somebody when I walked out. But that guy went in at the same time I was walking out of the door. I was looking at my scale sheet, so I wasn't really paying attention to him. I just assumed he was still talking because that guy was kind of hanging at the door, the one he was talking to. And so I wasn't paying attention. I was trying not to be nosy or whatever, and then I guess that guy went in, and the dude sitting at the picnic table goes, "Have a nice day, Kim." I was like, what the hell, how do you know my name? But I was thinking at first, oh, somebody that watches my YouTube, but he didn't mention that. When I was like, oh damn it, it's on your shirt, big dummy. I'm not popular yet, darn it. I don't know if it'll ever get there, but that would be cool. I need you guys to like and subscribe, please. Pretty please, pretty please. My numbers are going down. I always said I wasn't going to beg, but here I am begging. I would love it if you guys would put comments on there. I always try to respond to all the comments. Sometimes it takes me a couple days because I'm out here hauling butt every day, but I try to get to every single one. And if I haven't gotten to you and you've left a message, please leave a message again, and I will. I promise to get back to you. I have Instagram, which is Chicks and Trucks. I have TikTok, which is Chick Trucker, I believe. I'll link them in the description box below. Minnesota. We are now in Minnesota. I can't believe how windy it is. I almost got my arm slammed in the door from the wind. I almost couldn't get my trailer doors closed because of the wind. The wind was blowing at them so hard I couldn't get them back around the corner after unhooking them from the side to close them. I had to like push with all my might. And I was very scared they were going to swing back and smack me in between the door and the trailer. But they didn't. I got it all right. But it was blowing really hard. And it's blowing me all over even though I'm 77,000 pounds right now. At least it'll keep me awake. I'm not tired. I mean, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm not sleepy though. There's a big difference. Sleepy tired is when you're trying to keep your dang eyes open while you're driving. Exhausted is just, yeah, you're tired, but you can still function and you're not going to fall asleep. At least that's my definition. That's how I explain it. I think moms especially, or single dads or whatever, are just exhausted all the time. Not necessarily sleepy, just exhausted. And I can't use that as an excuse because my kids are grown, but I work my ass off. And I think I've spent most of my adult life exhausted. I also worked 2 and 3 full-time jobs at a time, trying to raise my boys. Talk about exhausting. It's 80 here, people. Let's go. We're only doing 63. How do you guys like these new Broncos? I think they look nothing like the Broncos from back in the day when they were awesome. I don't like them at all. They look like just another SUV. I was kind of disappointed when they came out. I thought for sure they were going to be cool, but I've seen a few of them that are kind of jacked up a little bit, and they look a little better. But the base, nah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. My apologies if you own one. I don't mean to insult. It's just my personal opinion. I feel like I'm leaning to the left right now. Just because the wind keeps pushing me that way. What do we got here? What do we got here? Look at this car. We got to go around it so we can see it. video. Obviously it's daytime now, so you can see a little bit more, but they have me going to a different dock this time, so we get to explore some of the other property here. As we're going to the new building, which is the one here on the left, the brown one. Last time I went to the right and across those railroad tracks, and where it was potholes and puddles that were the size of little lakes. So we get to see the rest of it now. Except there's still lots of puddles. Lots of puddles. Wow, it's blacktop over here. That's awesome. Past this little jet up here and take my paper into this dock area. So, I'm gonna do that. I'll be right back. Good morning. Good morning, truckers and friends. As you can see, I just backed into the dock where I'm dropping this load of recycled cardboard that I picked up in South Dakota yesterday. I stopped at a rest area yesterday afternoon and left there at about 3:30 this morning. Hit the road, drove through Minnesota. Now I'm in Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin, which is the place I went to before, but they have me at a different dock. The last one was on the other side of the property, and it was crazy. If you haven't seen that video, you gotta go check it out. That was really weird. This is nice. This is brand new building, brand new blacktop. They got it going on over here. So they got me in a dock right away. My appointment wasn't till 9 o'clock, but I'm in the dock and they got me locked in and about to unload. So that's awesome. Because my next appointment is like 15 miles up the road and it's at 9 o'clock also. I don't know why they did that, but they told me yesterday, if you can't make it by 9 o'clock, then they said they would take you late. I'm guessing I'm going to be there before 9, so that's awesome. Probably means that I'll have to sit there and wait to be loaded and take forever, but that's okay. At least I'll be on time. This guy's moving dirt around. It's really new here. They're still filling in the blacktop hole, like there's a circle drive right here. They're still putting dirt in there. I hope y'all are having a wonderful week. It's been a crazy week for me because I've been so tired. I don't know why. I guess because I was so busy last weekend. I'm just trying to catch up. And I got more to do this weekend. And it's going to be a short week next week because I'm going on vacation. My son and my grandbaby are coming up. If you haven't seen that video, I'm very excited. So I'm getting things ready around the house to have a toddler running around because he's walking now. And I'm sure he'll be getting into things. So got to make sure it's baby proof. Got to make sure all the things are ready for him. I got to find all the things he'll need, like a high chair and a playpen or a crib or something for him to sleep in. He's a really good baby. He's been putting himself to sleep. They're really rocking back there. I have access to the baby cam that's been in his bedroom since he was born. And his parents, my son, him and the mama are no longer together, sadly. They've been putting the baby to sleep, in his crib at bedtime, and he lays there. Even when he was an infant, he would just lay there and put himself to sleep. Like, no bottle, just a pacifier. They would feed him first, or she would nurse him. He would finish eating while he was sitting in the rocking chair with them, one of them, and they would burp him, of course, and put him down in his crib, and he would put himself to sleep. Hardly any fussing, hardly ever any crying, and still he does that even as a toddler. And now when he wakes up, now that he can stand up, he stands at the crib and just kind of whimpers to let them know that he's awake. It's so cute. I can't wait to have it. I hope he doesn't panic and think that I'm a weirdo stranger, because I kind of am. I've only seen him like 3 times his whole life, sadly, and he's a 1.5 years old. So I'm a little nervous about that. I hope doing FaceTime and things with him, he'll know who I am and not be freaked out that his dad just dumped him at somebody's house. Because I know my youngest son, when his dad and I split, he was very young, and his dad didn't really spend much time with him. So every time he did come to pick him up or we'd meet and I'd drop him off or whatever, Adam felt like he was going with a stranger. But at that time, he was, 2 or 3 when we split. And then, so he knew, who his people were. And when this dude come around, and I didn't realize this, but he told me when he got older that it was like going with a stranger. He didn't want to go with a stranger. I was like, that's really crazy. I never thought about it that way, that kids would think that about a parent. But if you don't see the parent, that's a stranger to you. And just like me being a stranger to my grandson, it makes my heart hurt. But I'm hoping I won't be a stranger after next week. So it'll be interesting. I don't want to be a stranger in his life. I want to be a part of his everyday life. But while I'm living up here, that's not possible. But someday I hope to move to Tennessee. I hope soon. And I'm pretty sure I can stay working at my Borg, because I know they have other drivers down there in Chattanooga. So that would be awesome. I might have to make that happen sooner than later. I'm sandwiched switched between trains, waiting for a dock. There's a train right behind me too, in the mirror. A different train. And I am waiting to go over there in that middle dock next to the other My Boat trailer, door 18. I'm waiting for the spotter to pull it out. Come on, man. I got to go. The train going in the building. How cool is that? This is the Del Monte building in Rochelle, Illinois. My grandpa used to be a train engineer. more sense to stay at the yard and take my 10 there and then hit the road this morning. So kind of screwed up my day, but that's okay. That's trucking. I'm going through Gibson City on 47. Last time I was down here just the other day, there was a truck for sale that I want really bad. Oh man, it's gone. Dang it. It was right there on the drunk. And there's foam coming out the side. I don't know what he's got going on in there. It's kind of funny. Come on, big truck. Come on, big truck. Let's go up this hill. rush hour starts, so I imagine it's the same way here.